of Dick Smith. Here it is. Over to you, Dick.
Thanks very much there, Stacey. Yes, Glenn Hoddle, well, he's been in a lot of trouble for the last 3 days. On Tuesday afternoon, Dick Davis, who is the English acting FA chairman, decided that his position was no longer tenable and he had to get sacked. So he was sacked on Tuesday. Now, the discussion revolves around the fact whether he was sacked effectively, whether he should have been sacked or not. Now, in the studio today, we've got, on my left, we've got Kenneth, himself disabled, obviously affected by this. He is for Glenn Hoddle getting sacked. On the right we have Joe, not affected by it personally, but he thinks that he shouldn't have been sacked. Now, I don't think there can be any doubt that Glenn Hoddle has any feelings about the disabled, doesn't want to hurt them. I mean, at the end of the day, he did pick 22 of them to take them to the World Cup for England. So, what is your feelings, Kenneth? Outrage, upset, madness?
Yes, I think definitely outrage. As you were saying, yeah, he can't say a statement like that and not offend any disabled people. It's just, it's
exactly.
not on. I mean,
and Joe, what do you feel about this?
I think it's just part of his own personal religious beliefs. It doesn't represent the Football Association or the country in any way.
Disabled people.
I mean, he is a public figure.
People say things that upset people all the time and don't lose their jobs for it.
I mean, can I quote the words of David Miller?
Of course, Ken.
David Miller, the task force chairman, said, "If football is the great national game, then it should be set an example in a way that improves the quality of life for those who have been dealt a difficult deck of cards." And I think that just puts it. I mean, he is the head of England. He represents England in football terms, and he's just.
Any come back on that, Joe?
It's just a culmination of the witch hunts that people have wanted his head since the end of the World Cup, and that's it.
Okay, we fully appreciate that.
No.
Okay, Kenneth, that's the end of the argument. At the end of the day, the irony is that Glenn himself is actually now reaping what he's sowed. Now, we'll get the views in the public now, and we'll show you a short clip.
Well, I think you should. I think it's disgusting. I think you should resign. If they not resigned yet.
Is this him finished then, do you think?
I would have thought so.
Okay,
I don't think he's got any case of staying on. He's just done it once too often.
Yeah, well, if he did say it, he's obviously a few pies short of Derek Johnson-Meal, I think, but
he has to go. It's just unacceptable to make comments like that. I mean, a man in his position, fair enough, he can talk about football, but matters like that, I mean, you should never have brought that into a discussion on football.
I don't know if he's meant to say what people say he said.
Do you think he should be in the position of authority that he's in at the moment with that kind of attitude?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Do you believe he still can do a good job? What about the disabled people that go to matches? What are they going to think of him?
Well, I think they should think like the rest of us. I mean, disabled people are very favoured in this society. I mean, if you're unemployed, you get 50 quid a week, but if you're disabled, you get £100 a week. So,
do you think a person of his authority should think before he speaks?
Well, we should all think before we speak. But he claims that he's been misreported.
Right.
Hasn't he? So it's up to him to justify that statement.
So do you think this will be the end of his career as an England manager?
Yes, I would say so. I think the Prime Minister's made some comments. The Sports Minister, Tony Banks, has also commented. I think he's overstepped the mark. I mean, he's a football manager. He shouldn't get into the realms of theology and reincarnation. But in his position, he should have known that people would latch on to comments like that.